Okay, well, let's find out whether this SOB is going to work this time or not. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Wait and see if somebody comes in here and see whether this is going to work or not. We'll see here. Can you hear me now? All right, now I do see the chat. We got 2 viewers. Can anybody hear me? We'll see. We'll see. Nice fucking hairdo, huh? How about it? Where's this fucking asshole at? Oh, here he is. Oh, cool. Thanks, Casey. Are you coming over with Van tonight? Who we got out there? Anybody out there? Got the chat up. I got to learn some more stuff about this. Well, I think just the fact that I've got sound now, I've learned a little bit. CJ, what's going on, bud? Haven't seen you in a while. Does it sound okay? Good, good, good. So what's new out here? What's going on? I haven't, man, it seemed like the Hangouts have been pretty boring lately. I've been popped in and looked around a couple of them, but I don't know what's going on. Just seem kind of dull, a little bit dull. We can see how dull we can make this one. Yeah, we need to get some people in here. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how you get the link or anything. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Oh wow, looks like I know. I wonder if this is it. I think this is it. Might be able to. Might be able to do this. Uh, wonder if I. See, I wouldn't know how to do that. Oh, what'd I do? I have to get somebody smarter than me to tell me how to get the link. Let's see here. Let's try something. See what the hell. Oh, no wonder I can't see. I'm using the wrong damn computer. Try to get it where you can get a little shot of the locomotive I've been building. You can see some of it there. I need to do something a little better. Yeah, ask Mama Rosie, huh? Yeah, she'd know. Yep, she would. Actually, I do. That might be a good idea. I got to do a couple things here real quick, so I may go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll back it up a little bit, so you get a better view of it. Yeah, it might be a little bit better. Let's take this phone call. Hey, what's going on? Hello? Hey, you there? You there? Hey, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What's up with you? MX420, what is going on? Uncle Fester. Holy cow, I ain't seen Uncle Fester in a while. We got audio, Uncle Fester. What's happening? What's going on with MX420? What's up with that Cadillac? See, I got my project done. Well, one of my projects. Who you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about anybody? Talk shit about somebody? Except for me? Can't talk shit about me because I'm here. Well, we could. Oh yeah, I'm way down there, Fester. I'm way down at the bottom of YouTube. I'm way down there. I'm down there where most people can't get because they don't know how to get there. Oh, Jeff Rowe, he's a blast. I call him Jeff Rowe. Jeff, Jefroe, Jeff Rowe. He's all right. He sure can drink though. Steve, how you been? I haven't seen you for a long time. Good to see you, buddy. Steve, haven't you been making any videos? I haven't seen any new videos or anything in a long time. Did you give it up or what? Oh, I see. It's a new channel. Steve, step away from the fucking skull. He likes that skull, don't he? That's right. If that's the worst thing he ever does, stay away from these damn cigarettes. I started vaping, man. Now I'm vaping and smoking at the same damn time. Ain't that a crock? Well, people called your house. How'd they get your phone number? You didn't dox yourself, did you? I did that. You guys see that little old locomotive I got in the picture there? I'll tell you a little story about that really quick. Back in about 1967, 68, my dad built a train for us kids in the neighborhood kids. It had 4 cars, and he pulled it around with a garden tractor, an old Case garden tractor. Gave us rides. You could fit about probably, I'd say 20, 30 kids on this train. And I just got the notion lately to rebuild the train. But the one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to have a locomotive. So I went ahead and I built this locomotive. It's built on a Boland's 16-horse garden tractor, hydrostatic drive. And I have to get some better video of it when I get a chance on there. But this thing's awesome. If you could see the way I got that stack built there with the funnel on the top to make it look old, that's where the exhaust actually comes out of. And I've got it set up where I could actually make it smoke. like an old steam locomotive. Pretty cool. But I plan on taking this thing and taking it to places where, less fortunate children are in that, and giving them train rides and stuff. I'm not going to charge anybody. It's going to be donations only. If they want to donate something, if they can afford to, that's fine. If they can't, that's fine too. Just for them to have a little bit of fun and experience something that brought a lot of joy to me when I was a little kid. Reason that happened was I used to be a part of a Facebook group, so people had my name and all found out where I lived and so on. Yeah, you were going down a bad road. You're doing better now, right? Going down a better road. You still working a lot, Steve? I know you're a hard worker. Still working in the same place? Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Anybody got any opinion on that stuff that went out and down there in Orlando, the 50 people that got murdered? 50 murdered and 53, 53 injured. Anybody got any thoughts about that mess? Yeah, that's sad whether you agree or disagree with the LGBT lifestyle. They were in what they probably would have felt was like a sanctuary to themselves, where they were safe, where they were with like-minded people. And you would hope that something like that wouldn't happen. What gets me though, the FBI had the guy on the hook in 2013, 2014. Here we are 2 years later. I really believe there's probably, if they look back, there's probably something they could have got that guy on. I don't know. How could it have been prevented? It probably really couldn't have been. We're in trouble. Something's got to give these Muslims. I got my own opinion about that so-called religion or whatever, but if something doesn't give, it's going to be a lot worse. And all the while, our freedoms are at stake. Because the only way that they can do much about it is to take away some of our freedoms also. But what do they want to do? They want to start with the Second Amendment, the guns. Always. All right, CJ, you told them I was having a hangout. I don't know how long I'm going to do it. I'm going to have something to do here shortly in a little bit, but I think I'll leave it up while I'm doing it. Let it run a while and just use it for a chat or something while I'm busy waiting for my nephew to get over here. And, well, two of my nephews, actually. They put a transmission in a car, a brand new transmission, brand spanking new in a car last week, and it won't shift. My nephew's car, so we got to figure out what's wrong with it. Yeah, there are worse things than guns, you bet. Look how many people airplanes killed. But I always said, with that being said, CJ, the shame of it is these people, they could go and do we call that a small terrorist act, really. I mean, that's a hell of a thing to say compared to some of the bigger ones like Paris and everything. But they could carry these acts out all over the place and do so much more damage than what we've already seen. Because I don't think we're doing enough to get them out of here. I don't think we're doing enough to stop it right here. I don't know. Is this something they would fall along the lines of homegrown terrorism also? Yeah, smooth operator, you're right. It will happen again. It's going to happen again. And it doesn't matter who's in office, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. It makes no difference. Really sad. I'm thinking yesterday, I was watching something about the 1920s and how far we've come. How far we've come with technology and everything else advanced so far in that, and only to wind up right here. Blame the internet. You might be able to, well, you know what? It's been a positive and a negative thing. You can bet it's played its part in it. If you remember the Unabomber, I don't know if any of you guys read his manifesto. The guy wasn't really far off. His big bitch was technology and how it was ruining our country and everything. The only problem was the way that the things that he did. He shouldn't have done what he did because he hated technology, but that was his main issue on it. Yeah, Donald Trump's our only hope. For me, he's the lesser of two evils right now. I used to be a staunch Republican all my life. Put it this way, I'm not liberal, I'm not a Democrat. But it's pretty bad when Trump's, he's the lesser of the two evils that we have. We know it's Hillary and Trump. Boy, what do we got? What do we got with her? Look at Whitewater. Look at Benghazi. Look at, all the shit that went on with when her husband was president. Look at all the people that died. Nobody ever did anything about it. I just can't imagine what it's going to be like if she gets in office. That's what. Well, I think if that happens, at that moment, I feel like all hope is gone then. I got to admit, I feel a little bit hopeless with the way things are going. Trump will be our Putin. That's probably what we need. Yeah, look up the Clinton Chronicles. That's right. But you still got people out there that believe in her, and I don't know how. I don't get it. Kind of scary in a way. What do you think if Putin got out there and started flying into all this airspace they're not supposed to be in and doing all the things he's doing with Donald Trump in there? Man, we might. Could we go to war with Russia? Is that possible? Yes, she did. She killed the babies in Waco. That's fact. A bunch of people out there minding their own business, doing their own thing. living in a commune. Any of them could have left and got out of there. I do have a little bit of concern. I mean, my bigger concern is North Korea, to be honest with you. I've always felt like they had some stuff up their sleeves. And I always did say, all it takes is just a couple of these smaller countries. Everybody says, well, we got this superior military. Well, you know what? I'm not sure. I'm sure we do, but I don't know how for how long we're going to have that. They keep defunding our military and everything else. It just makes us more vulnerable. Yeah, CJ, they could have got him. You bet they could have. Yeah, China, pretty big concern there too, I would think. Move the Rowdy Dog. The Clintons are at the root of the Orlando shooting. Can you elaborate just a little bit more on that? Tell me how you feel that way. Okay, Moot. Yeah, I see what you mean. I guess instead of saying the Clintons, we might as well just say the liberals, the people that are trying to take the guns away. We need Germany and Japan to step up. Yeah, uh, yeah, CJ. I don't know. I might have had, if he felt that way, if he'd have shot one person and that was the one that did it, maybe I'd have been all right with that if he was fooled. And I have a lot of transgender friends, as most of us on here do, and that. But still, though, if you dupe somebody, say you're a transgender male to female, and you dupe somebody and make them think that you're a woman, some man, and then you go out and kiss him, I don't blame him if he blows your brains out. He's been deceived. I can understand that. But no, to go out and kill 50 people and wound 53 other ones, I can't go for that. I believe it was terrorism, probably ISIS. He swore his allegiance to ISIS that morning or whatever. I think really just, I really hate to call out Muslims on this. A lot of people are calling them out. A lot of people are saying we should get all the Muslims out of our country. But I do know personally know some Muslim people that are pretty decent people. Rob B, yeah, that's like I said, it's the liberals. They want to take the guns away. It's just like me, everybody on here knows I'm a convicted felon. I'm not supposed to have firearms, but they can kiss my ass. I don't have any problem. You know what? There's law enforcement that know I got firearms. I dare them to try to find them because I believe in the Second Amendment, only when it comes to firearms. Back in the cowboy and Indian days and everything, and when the bank robbers, they were robbing the banks and the freight trains and this and that. There were no laws. Everybody had firearms. It's the liberals that took the rights away from the people. You can't take guns away and think that it's going to do any good. It's not going to do one bit of good to take the guns away. Yeah, CJ, they don't bother me. I know what you're saying, though. Wait a minute, Steve. Band Freedom USA is back and Steve Rants is gone. Please resub or sub if you weren't already. What happened? I was kind of liking Steve's rants out there. Oh, you got that. I know what it is. You got that van now. You're okay. I got you. I think I know what's going on. You can still rant though when you feel up to it. I used to. I'm going to start doing it again. Exactly, Rob B. We are all entitled to bear arms to prevent a tyrant government and for self-perseverance of life. Exactly. And that they know that we have that tyrant government right now. We've had it for some time. And that's the reason they want to get the guns away. They don't want to protect us. They want to protect themselves. Yeah, Steve, that's pretty tough when you're ranting because you get a lot of haters, and it's magnified. I can remember, you'd get just a few people commenting and hating on you because of what you're ranting about, and it was kind of magnified. It seemed like a whole lot more than that. Never really bothered me. I kind of pride myself in saying that I have never been butthurt. You gotta pretty much do something to my family or somebody that I love or whatever to hurt me. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Yep, they poison our food and waters and nobody cares. That's right. They don't do anything about it. It's going on everywhere. Right here in this little community that I live in, around here, you could still go and walk along rivers and see pipes and stuff with shit running out of them. Who knows what it is? Even the storm sewers that run into the river, these companies are putting stuff in still doing it. Same thing's going on. Yeah, fluoride too. You're right. That's another thing. You can even take it a step further. These immunizations and all that stuff. bunch of bullshit. You can't send your kid to school unless they're immunized. And if you don't believe in immunization, when is the government supposed to, tell us what's best for our children or what's best for us? Think about this too. Here's a good one. Okay. Healthcare. Healthcare, all the way up until probably 10, 15 years ago, was run by the doctors, the hospitals, and the healthcare organizations. Now it's all run by politics and insurance companies. And they're literally, R.B. Lucky was talking about it the other day, the things that they won't do for him because of his age. And they are literally going to start letting the elder people die. You figure when people get up, say 75 and over, they're not going to let them have treatment for cancer and all this stuff because their life expectancy is not that great and they don't feel like their human life is worth it. Fuck that. Yeah, Steve, sometimes you can get carried away. Me too. Hey, Drew, how you doing? I finally figured out how to get this thing going. You know what? But how do I capture the link if I want to give a link to somebody? Correct, Rob B. The government has gotten too big and greedy. They are turning on us Americans. That is a fact. It was really good. I think it's been the best that it's been in a while. Here, let me see. 158. Pretty good, huh?
Anyway, bring your food out.
All right, Steve, you have a good night, buddy. Take care of yourself. What? Why'd you run away?
I don't know. What time you want to bring your food out?
You don't want to be on camera?
Nope.
You don't want to be in my movie like Pug Life? One Pug Life says you want to be in my movie?
When you want me to bring your food out?
I'll let you know a little bit. Yeah, they want to destroy the West over their religious beliefs. How fucked up is that? But it's, yeah. It's just amazing how a country that has helped so many, you know, the history of the United States and all the people that we've helped and everything that we've done. And you know, back in the day, I could say that probably we've had a lot of ulterior motives on why we've helped people. But back in the day, it wasn't always like that. But to have so many hate us, so many countries, people of, you know, different countries that hate us, they wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for us. Some of these countries have been wiped off the map, and these people would have never even been born if it weren't for us. That's what really gets me. You know, I said I grew up Republican. My family was Republican. We all, well, we were all middle class, all had good jobs, made a good living, had some of the finer things in life. And I was able to retire with a decent pension and everything. You know, the American dream was there and available, but it's deteriorated so bad right now that there's hardly any middle class left. And in the jobs that are middle class, our state right here, we got a governor in Illinois right now that's trying to wipe out the unions. And, you know, we really don't have that strong of a union left. I mean, we do have like the operating engineers that I was a part of, the laborers, the electricians, the plumbers, the pipe fitters, the machinists, and, you know, I could go on and on. We still got a decent union base here, and he wants this to become a right-to-work state and wipe out our unions. And that's just ridiculous, because when that happens, that's the only thing that's kept the middle class alive in Illinois. Okay, Rob, we'll talk to you again later. Actually, I'm going to have to get something to eat here pretty quick myself. Yeah, thank you, CJ. If there's anything anybody wants to talk about, it doesn't have to be political. It can be about anything. Just speak up. If I knew how to get these the link out there, maybe after I eat dinner tonight or something, I'll figure that out. Get a hold of Rosie and have her tell me how to do it or whatever. Maybe get a couple of people in here kicking about some important things or fun things, whatever. CJ, I'm not sure. I really want to start doing something. You know, I had it set up a live stream. We had the encoder and everything set up because I was going to keep it on 24/7 and put the cameras in an area where people could see us working and see the things that we were doing. And that didn't work out real good. I think I know why now. Now that I got my microphone straightened out. But I think instead I'll probably just do some hangouts here and there. Uh, Not really sure when. You know, I'm sure I'm not going to interfere with my friends' nights. I mean, some of them, there's only a couple of them that really have dedicated nights as far as I'm concerned. You know, Rosie with her Saturday night and Corey with her Friday night thing. So I probably could pick just about any other night. But I will start doing them. You know, if I'm hanging out here in the shop working on something or whatever, I can just fire it up. Like I said, I'll get my webcam where you guys can watch what's going on in here. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's boring. Been a little bit boring lately. Well, not really. I mean, I built this locomotive. It took me about a month to do it. I wasn't in no real big hurry. We're going to start building the cars here soon. So it'll take us a couple months to get all them done. There's always something going on. And I spend most of my time out here in the shop. I know a lot of people, yeah, he eats huge amounts of bandwidth, but I've got that, Drew, I've got that Comcast B4B, business for business internet. So I can use as much bandwidth as I want. There's no limit on it. And I do pay for it. I mean, my cable bill, and I got shitty cable. It's what gets me. I can only get a certain amount of TV cable here. It's so the TV programming is not that good. The internet's phenomenal, but I pay a little over $200 a month for it. Drew, that was actually a mid-70s Bohlins 16-horse hydrostatic drive garden tractor. That's the one that has the drive shaft. It's driven by a drive shaft instead of the belt. The only belt that was on it was for the deck. So it has the drive shaft, and I mean, this thing, I have to get some really good close-up video of it and put something up for you guys. It has a very solid cast iron transmission, cast iron rear end. Well, the rear end and transmission are together because it's a hydrostat. Then it has the Briggs & Stratton engine. This thing's really something. I really hated to tear this thing apart and do what I did to it, but the friend of mine that gave it to me for that purpose. And when I told him it was too nice to do that, he kind of pushed me into doing it, which I'm glad I did now. Because one of the nice things about this, the train will be pretty heavy loaded. I'm probably going to have, I'd say, 1.5 tons roughly of train cars and that behind me. And the nice thing about the hydrostat transmission is they'll slow down and they'll stop this thing a lot better than any brakes will. So it's really about the best thing I could have hoped for. I do have a golf cart somebody gave me coming in next week. It's a club car. It's electric. I believe it's a 48 volt. It's got a little problem with it. And I'm trying to, I haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be in good shape. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. I've got a 18 horse Briggs & Stratton motor here I might want to put on it. Or I thought about maybe putting a 4-cylinder motor or something on it, making it crazy, go fast, silly or something. I like to do that kind of stuff. And I've got where now I can do that. Oh, yeah. The Village Idiot. Listing the Lisa Marie on Craigslist for 15 grand. Do you really think that moron is going to get that? Absolutely fucking not. Them windows are all gooped up with I seen that thing in purpose. I mean, in person. Him and Rosie brought that thing out here, and I seen that thing in person, and it ain't shit. It looks better in pictures. Trust me, it looks better in videos and pictures than it does in person. I mean, the paint is faded. The stripes are all faded horribly. He's got silicone goobered all over the windshields, just all over this thing. And there's so many things wrong with this that he didn't disclose in the ad, of course. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, though. You know, I don't know what this guy's thinking. You know, when he came here and met me, he was a very, very timid in person. He put on that air of likability even. I kind of like the guy. I will tell you that he doesn't, in person, he doesn't look anywhere as big as he does. Put it this way, he's shorter than he looks. He's fatter than he looks. But he's a hater. That guy hates the white race. And when I finally discovered that he hates the white race, I want nothing to do with him. I was appalled that Rosie had him on a hangout with her that night. Absolutely appalled. I left immediately. Narsa the trucker. He'll give a large discount if you give him a blowjob. Now, would that be give him a blowjob or give him a job blowing? And I understand that a white boy don't stand a chance. Smooth operator, actually, I didn't look underneath it, so I'm not sure about that. Narsa the trucker, I have to call you Troll Narsa the trucker because I know that you're not Narsa, but that's okay. You're still welcome. Truth be told, we are all haters and beat our women if they don't behave. That's well, let's put it this way. That's pretty true of a lot of Middle Eastern people. Yeah, there's nothing, CJ, we can do. She's going to do what she wants to do. And, you know, a lot of people think that it's only for the views and everything, but if she didn't get any views, she'd still do it. You know, Rosie is one of the persons that I do respect a lot. Having met her in person, she's always, as far as I know, she's always been honest with me. And, you know, I know that she really, really, really hoped that when she came up here and talked to him and that he was going to turn the corner and be a decent person. But there's just no way in the world. It's never going to happen. Speak of the devil, look at that brat. Now when she leaves, I'll tell you the truth about her. No. Yeah, there was a lot of us really, you know, a lot of us knew the Village Idiot way back in the very beginning, and we did hope for the better. And he was given so many chances. But I would think now that it's coming down to, you know, with him wanting to sell his unit and everything, I think the crunch is on for him. Rosie, what would you give for that Class B of Elvis's? How much would you give for it? I know you're looking for one. What would you pay for it? Yeah, 4,500. You're right about there with me. I'd probably be around 3 grand, 3,500 because I want to leave a little room to do some work on it and make a profit when I sold it. But yeah, if you were going to keep it 4,500, it'd be pretty much about it. Oh boy. I wouldn't be in too big of a hurry to grab a hold of one of them Class B's, Rosie. I know it's tempting and everything, but you can just about go anywhere and do anything with what you've got as you can with that. Eye Candy Blue Book in your area is 2,800 in good condition. Yeah, I don't know how your insurance rates are there in California. I've always heard that they're a little higher than anywhere else, too. I don't know if that does that play into, how many motorhomes you want to own. Yeah, Rosie, that'll be fun. I've been trying to get her to stay up one night when you have a hangout and get her on there. I have to try a little bit harder. She always talks about you. We consider you very good friends. He added a battery on the rear bumper. Did he ever put solar on there? Did he ever do anything to that thing? That was the whole idea of this big GoFundMe that he did. Uncle Fester, I will promise you, he will never be in one of my hangouts. You bet. Retirement coming soon. Rosie, I'm gonna probably get a hold of you in the next couple of days and tell you what's going on with me. But we're looking at a couple more years here, and we're going to be ready to hit the road. I'm actually going to hit the road with this train and all 4 cars. I'm going to travel around the country, campgrounds and different things, give kids rides on the train and whatever, and go to the poor neighborhoods, maybe, different things, and make some little dreams come true. Hey, Rubber Wilbur, Fearless, this is Amanda May, and you still owe me $800 for overtime pay plus interest that you didn't pay me. Um, why do you have to tell everybody? I thought we worked that out. Well, maybe not. Hi, Mallory. How are you? Wow, that's balls. He used heater hose to replace the fuel line? Life on the Half Show. Hello, sweetheart, Janet. Rosie, tell me how to get you a link. How do I do that? I see a place down here on the bottom of my thing. It says 19 viewers, and then it says links. I don't know what that means. Tell me how to give you a link, and I'll do that. Or tell me how to I'll just put it right here in the side chat if you tell me how to do it.